Let's just bypass the slow intros today and get straight to the facts. We're doing a high-density breakdown of the immediate, massive shift in AI, and we're not holding back.
Because honestly, are you still manually spending 2 hours every single day just researching prospects? Seriously, if you're still doing that by hand, you are already operating at a massive disadvantage in the current market. Which leads us to the real kicker here. Think about this. What happens when non-technical workers, normal people like us, get the exact same AI benefits as seasoned developers? And what if that happens in just 6 months? Well, it's not a hypothetical scenario. This is the exact hard timeline laid out by Thibault, the head of ChatGPT and Codex over at OpenAI.
To really understand where we're headed, we've got to look at the undeniable baseline right now. 75%. That is the exact metric Tito cited for how much of Google's code is currently being written by AI. 75%. And listen, that transformation, it is bleeding into absolutely all knowledge work as we speak.
So why is this happening right now? Well, it's because agent technology has fundamentally matured. Thibault explicitly laid out the advancements that make agents reliable today without you needing any complex technical configuration. We are talking full computer use, autonomous browser navigation, over 100 integrated plugins, and the extreme reliability of the GPT-5.5 model. It's just ready to go right out of the box.
And here is what that heavy lifting actually looks like for a typical knowledge worker today. You've got 1 hour saved on market research, another hour summarizing inbound emails, 2 hours saved on prospecting. But look, the absolutely most powerful part of this is that schedule on the right, the 12-hour cron schedule. It's fully automated. The AI literally wakes up, does 4 hours of your daily drudge work, and just hands you the results before you've even had your morning coffee.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Handing over 4 hours of daily tasks means handing over sensitive data. So is this actually safe? Enter the brand new auto-review system that the alignment team released literally just last week. It uses 2 agents working together. The main agent drafts the emails and handles your sensitive data, while a second agent autonomously verifies every single action to guarantee it is strictly low risk. It's an incredible built-in safety net.
Now, the security is definitely there, but right now, deployment still requires you to organize your files, your notes, and folders locally on specific devices. But Thibault gave us a hard, exact timeline on this. Within the next 3 months, all of this is migrating seamlessly to the cloud, meaning your agents and all of their memory will be unified across every single device you own. So, while we wait for that 3-month migration, you need to be setting up your agent files right now. Thibault recommends having dedicated project folders and a contacts database. But pay close attention to that crucial first step, tone of voice. Thibault explicitly warns against trying to explain your tone to the AI. Don't do it. Instead, feed it real examples. Give it your past newsletters, text snippets, and voice recordings. Show, don't tell. That is the secret sauce. And hey, if you're sitting there thinking this is still just a toy for software developers, you need to look at this task distribution on Codex. Remember, this is an app built specifically for programmers just 3 months ago. Yet, over 51% of the tasks being executed on it right now are strictly non-technical. That's a hard fact. The shift is happening way faster than anybody predicted. To make this hyper-practical for you, let's just walk through the exact 4-step daily workflow that Thibault personally uses. Step 1, he uses it for coding and executing technical tasks. Step 2, he uses it as a strategy partner to actually construct narratives for new product releases. Step 3 is just brilliant. Instead of using a separate notes app, he dumps all his daily thinking straight into the Codex memory so the agent naturally learns his priorities. And step 4, he uses it to automatically track important unanswered emails and Slack messages so literally nothing slips through the cracks. And during the interview, Thibault actually demonstrated these agentic executions live. Things like planning a trip or drafting replies. Those are instant. They happen in parallel. But pay attention to the browser scraping here. He commanded the agent to navigate LinkedIn and scrape his personal analytics into a spreadsheet. Because the AI is actively mimicking human clicking and exporting, this takes about 5 to 10 minutes. It's exactly like having a virtual intern just take over your keyboard for a few minutes. Moving fast is the whole theme here. 2 weeks, that is the exact amount of time Thibault spent in his PhD program 15 years ago before he completely dropped out. He abandoned academia because it simply wasn't built for rapid prototyping. And it's exactly that same relentless builder's mindset that is driving this next massive wave of AI.
Which brings us directly to vibe coding. This is the process of prototyping fully functional apps using natural language without having zero technical expertise. If you've got an idea today, you can literally vibe code it into existence. But there is a catch right now. To scale that up to hundreds of thousands of users, you still need a technical person to go in and structure that messy backend architecture.
But that limitation, it has a strict expiration date. Today, sure, vibe coding is mostly for prototyping and small-scale joy. But Thibaut predicts that in the next 6 to 9 months, agents are going to master long-term code maintainability and structure. Let that sink in. In less than a year, the barrier to scaling an app without a technical background drops to absolute zero. All right, we have covered a massive amount of ground here. So let's execute a mandatory core fact review to lock this in. 75% of Google code is AI written, over 100 new plugins are integrated, 4 hours are saved daily via cron schedules, complete cloud memory migration is exactly 3 months away, over 50% of codex usage is non-technical, full browser scraping takes 5 to 10 minutes, and we are exactly 6 to 9 months away from full AI code maintainability. Which leads us directly to our bottom line logic for this entire explainer. Here is today's takeaway. AI has fundamentally matured from a rigid tool that requires technical prompting into an ambient intelligence that scales your knowledge work autonomously. You no longer need to be some technical prompt engineer. You just need to be someone who can direct an incredibly capable assistant. But honestly, this leaves us with a highly debatable future. Based on that exact 6 to 9 month timeline, is vibe coding a scalable, genius design for creators? Or is relying entirely on AI a massive trap for long-term software architecture? Are we about to see an absolute explosion of brilliant apps? Or just an explosion of broken code? I really want to hear your hardcore take on this debate. Leave a comment below with your answer, and the second you do, our automated system will immediately send you the complete AI agent tool list and mind map covering everything we broke down today. Thanks for joining me on this explainer. Stay focused out there, and I will see you in the next breakdown.